Dream stands, one of the most hated fan bases to currently exist on the internet. Hi, I'm Tony. In this video, I'm going to be doing an analysis on the relation between the hate dream stands get, the hate they get, not actual dream stands, and feminism. I know it sounds weird, but give me a shot because I'm broke and I feel like using my voice. Just give me a freaking shot. Leave a like and comment on whether you like dream stands or not, because oh boy, I'm sure plenty of you are about to disagree. But try and have an open mind when watching the video. If you don't even make an attempt to listen to what I have to say and leave one of your hate comments, you can't say anything bad about dream stands being closed-minded. Now, we've all seen tons and tons of videos giving random examples of things dream stands have said to incite something beautiful known as generalization. People find these little examples by maliciously searching for them all over Twitter, desperately hoping to find someone saying a tragic thing such as dream is better than techno, IMO. So we've seen these. If you yourself don't follow what those videos say and are wondering why dream stands are specifically targeted for digging up old quote-unquote toxic tweets, well, let me tell you. It's because teen girls. Yes. Before I elaborate on the correlation of dream stands and teen girls, let me get some BS out of the way. 1. Dream stands are no more toxic than any other fan base, if not less toxic. Of course, there are some here and there, but that's literally every fan base. People pull up tweets as examples, but 90% of those examples are jokes, and the tweets they show only get 1 or 2 likes. You can't generalize a fan base of millions from 2 out-of-context tweets you once saw. Oh, but Tony, on other speedrunners' videos, everyone says they're copying Dream and it's discouraging. First off, this is literally false. You can go into any comment section on a speedrunner's video and would have to scroll for ages to find at least one dream-related comment. I do not want to hear you guys calling someone sensitive for getting offended at someone slurring, and then complain about this. It's cringe. Speedrunners are smart people. They know Dream obviously didn't create speedrunning, and people who comment that are simply idiots. If you actually get offended over that, please seek help. Second, shipping. I in no way condone shipping of people who are minors and or uncomfortable with it. And people who do ship minors are bad, but also a very small portion of the fan base. Very few genuinely ship Tommy Innit, for example, with anyone. The NSFW fan art of him is disgusting and problematic, but a very, and I mean incredibly small portion of stans are actually doing that. In fact, they're not even stans because they're doing something their content creator has specifically said not to. Also, there are far more Dream stans telling Tommy shippers to stop than continue. And I mean, Dream himself is 100% okay with NSFW and shipping. He said he doesn't care and actually gets more upset about people who do care. He said to let people what they want to write and ship him with who they want to ship him with. I don't ship Dream with anyone, but if you get upset at that and not even Dream does, again, you really just need to mind your own business. Don't open Twitter and then go looking up Dream Not Found and you won't end up being involved with it. It's simple. Third, the obsession stans have. Stans are not obsessed. They simply really enjoy Dream's personality and content. They like talking about it, as anyone would like talking about their interests. This is comparable to any celebrity, like a soccer team player. If someone likes a player, they'll often end up changing their profile picture to them, or buy merch about them, and more. They'll get in fights with others on who's a better soccer player, pretty much everything Dream stans are shunned for doing, but with soccer players. The only difference is, soccer is branded as something that boys like, whereas Dream stans are known to be girls. But again, we'll get to that point in a bit. Right now's point is there's no reason to send hate to someone for changing their profile picture to a content creator when that happens with different celebrities in a different ballgame, literally, all the time. Lastly, stans are defiant and do things to upset Dream. I'm going to be using TikTok star Addison Rae as an example. Okay. First off, Addison Rae did blackface and said the N-word. It's not my place to forgive or reprimand, but I'm putting it out there because it's the main reason why she gets hate and why Dream stans did this. Basically, they flooded her TikTok comment section saying things like, "Shoo, shoo, get away from Dream, get away from our Minecraft men." It was embarrassing, but again, a very small percentage of Dream stans actually commented this, and you can see the reply to like ratio on the comments that are still up. Dream responded to this by saying he was uncomfortable with it and thought it was wrong. If you stop the story here, it sounds pretty bad, but many forget to mention that the literal instant he said that, all the Dream stans flew to delete their comment. You can see other Dream stans attacking the Dream stans that commented those things. They don't want to do bad things or upset Dream because why would they? They're not Dream haters, they're Dream stans. And to the people who make Dream stan hate videos, Mr. Cancel culture is terrible and we should forgive and forget. Where is your forgiveness for the people who commented those things now? Or were you just cherry picking? Point is that I don't understand how you can say a fan base makes their content creator upset and they're defiant, when Dream is over here telling them to stop and they're listening immediately. Plus, his Twitter bio is Dream stan supremacy. I mean, how nosy do you have to be to tell someone their own fans suck and they're defiant when they themselves love their stans? It's just cringe that people care that much. Side note, don't say anything dumb in the comments about Dream being pressured to do a face reveal. Haters are pressuring him, not stans. Stans are far more often telling the haters to shut up, never the other way around. Now that was only the intro. You've heard what I said, hopefully you're open-minded, but now that we've gotten it out of the way that Dream stans, while some may be toxic, are not nearly as bad as people put them out to be, why do we target them and what proof do I have? Well, like before, it's because Dream stans are consistent of teen girls. No, I did not get this off of Wilbur Soot before you think I did. Not every point a woman makes is based off of something she saw a man say. Back to my point, the only thing, as I mentioned before, that separates Dream stans from soccer players or PewDiePie stans from, or who I'm going to be using in this example, is soccer players are branded for a masculine audience. There is simply no other justification for why Dream stans are targeted so heavily. Oh, but Tony, no one is saying Dream stans are girls, that's just generalizing them into one single gender. I know that, but nonetheless, the majority are girls, and it's less about the actual statistical numbers and more perception. If something is perceived as feminine or something a girl would like, whether more guys like it than girls or not, it will be criticized. I asked around 20 random people what gender they pictured in a Dream stan on Instant. As you can see, most all responses said girl. One response said boy. One. So, back to before, you can make any fan base seem incredibly toxic if you pulled up just 20 tweets of them being negative, which I guarantee you could, but no one talks about that. Dream stans have the same ratio of toxicity as any other fan base, if not less. I mean, if we want to talk toxic stans, let's take a look at PewDiePie's fan base. Now, this is no way in hate towards Pewds, but after his lasagna song, as an Indian woman, there were mobs of white boys who literally verbally harassed me about that song. I would be walking down the street and a group of them who stan PewDiePie and look substantially older than me would strut over and say Matu Patlo in enhanced Indian accents in order to get a reaction out of me. They would say random things like, oh, you're Indian, you probably support T-Series like a dumb f***ing female, don't you? Make sure your dad doesn't ask me for bob pics, haha. That is an actual quote of something someone said to me. I remember it clearly, of course, and I have Indian friends with similar experiences of being harassed online due to PewDiePie's song and his very easily influenced fan base. I most definitely think that is way, way worse than anything a Dream stan could possibly do to me. Difference between those two fan bases is it's stereotyped for men to stan Pewds, if anyone, and women to stan Dreams. Now, this isn't surprising. It's repeated over and over in the media. Women can't like anything without being teased, and it's extremely exhausting. I mean, every day I open my phone to see yet another trend turning into the new basic, and another style turning into a fake style. Me, a young girl, is constantly bombarded with labels. Oh, you like to draw? Soft girl, ooh, nice girl artist. You like video games? Cringe tomboy Dream stan who's playing for attention. You like makeup? Catfish, that's not a real art. You like sports? Sexualized pick-me girl. Huh? What's that? You like anime? Name every anime. Like, what the heck? I didn't ask to be quizzed. I just want to watch my anime, you stupid idiot. At this point, I've lost all care for being judged on topics like that, but I watch my friends who are far more susceptible to the media be swept into a constant change of hobbies in order to keep up with simply not being made fun of. Society hates teen girls. That's why we hate Dream stans. Now, that right there is my main point. If you're really living so much under a rock you need examples of teen girls being berated for liking video games, here you go. Being shamed for playing video games as a woman stems into being shamed for standing Dream. So, what have I voiced and shown so far? Well, A, most all Dream stans are far from toxic. B, they're targeted for digging up old toxic tweets because they're teen girls. C, teen girls are shamed for liking anything, and the vast majority have the idea that most Dream stans are teen girls. D, Dream stans are targeted because they are teen girls. So how does this all directly relate to each other? Well, let's take a step back to my previous words on why Dream stans just aren't toxic, but this time intertwine it with misogyny, hooray. The main one I'll be focusing on is the obsessive culture. The quote-unquote fangirl stereotype has impacted the way we view women openly enjoying a content creator. It's become a norm that if a girl enjoys Dream's content, it's not because she can articulate the videos unrelated to romance, it's because she's just fangirling. It's not a real interest, and if it becomes one, then she's obsessed. Now, that normally isn't labeled as an insult as much as men being simps are, but people hate on women for openly simping because they themselves are not getting that love and attention from women. That stems into incel culture, which is actually a real thing and not just some petty insult. Before you bring up that men are labeled as simps for liking women content creators, yes, that is a huge issue, but that social concept exists to deter men from respecting and being kind to women. It just all goes back to hating teen girls. At the end of the day, teen girls can't enjoy anything or have anything to themselves without it turning into a toxic, looked down upon thing. And it's not just Dream stans if you really need more examples. Like, owning the apps TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram are now used as insults. Oh yeah, she definitely spends 3 hours taking pics for Insta with her stupid Starbucks. Following up on that, even Starbucks, this random beverage shop, is cringy and weird to buy from just because women started to enjoy it. Visco girls, e-girls, blonde girls, Karens, gamer girls, girly girls, everything has become a negative label. I mean, if you watch any coming-of-age movie or show or read any book, the quote-unquote mean girls are always covered in makeup and pink clothes, painting those things as bad things when they aren't. Because stans tend to be girls, we associate them with the same mindset. Now, that sums up my main points and evidence. I hope you left this video with a new perspective and an open mind. A quick review on what we've learned. Listen up, people. So, Dream stans aren't toxic. They're just like any other fan base. They get targeted for finding stupid things in old tweets said by 20 out of millions of people. Last example of the day, dream gender. One person and literally 2 other people at most genuinely wanted a dream gender, and who knows, they could have been joking. Yet the fandom, consistent of at least 1 million people, got completely slandered for something that one person did. The reason they're targeted like this is because being a Dream stan has a bad rep, and that bad rep comes from the fact that most Dream stans are teen girls or conform with femininity. Disclaimer, I don't think people making Dream stan hate videos are being intentionally ever so slightly bigoted. We just don't realize the finer details of why we hate certain things, and when we do, we realize we're just being subconsciously biased or prejudiced. If you've ever hated Dream stans, no, I am not calling you a sexist, misogynistic prick. Just be careful before you generalize. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to leave a like and a sub. There's a high chance I'll be doing a part 2 if this video gets attention. I'm here to express new opinions and voice my thoughts. Please don't send hate to anyone. I hope you enjoyed. Again, my name's Tony. Now go hecking subscribe.